Hey, told all y'all family at this time, may the peace of y'all come upon you. We learn to obey him. And what I'm about to cover right now is a very important video on topic for our freedom, brothers and sisters. I'm so excited at this time to bring this. I'm trying to settle myself down, brothers and sisters, because it's so important, to the utmost important, brothers and sisters, for our freedom, to establish the truth of Yah. So please pay careful attention, because I got quite a few scriptures to cover that must be put together, so you may see our time frame today and what we must do and carry out to fulfill the plans of Yah for our freedom, for our salvation. Because this message about is freedom, to set us free from captivity, brothers and sisters, to come under one accord, under Yah accord, brothers and sisters. Because at this time we have a difference, brothers and sisters, of teachings going out. Some say the Messiah is going to be king of Dawid's seed, and some say Dawid himself going to be king. We're going to let these scriptures determine this today, brothers and sisters, and show forth. I know, but you must know as well, brothers and sisters, each and every one of you, to establish this government, that we may move quickly ahead together, to get organized as one body, brothers and sisters, that we may see the words of Yah, be able to distinguish the words of Yah from what is false. Because it's very important at this time, brothers, because we have a separation in our nation. And now it's time to bridge that gap and close it, that we may do the work of Yah, and that our nation, our government may be restored, and that we may separate from our enemies that we see. Yes, we see that all over the earth. But our arch enemy is the European government. You see that, brothers and sisters. Part of the nation of Yah is scattered in the land they call America, and the islands as well. Harsh punishment came upon our nation for over 500 years, just in these lands alone, set apart from the lands of Africa as well, in Arabia, and all over the earth. Y'all promised that from us a child will be born among us, and will rise up among us from the offspring of Dawid, brothers and sisters. We all see these things in scriptures. We read in the scriptures how King Dawid will be resurrected one day. But at this time, we don't have King Dawid here with us. So we must know and learn what Yah require for us to do now to be set free from our captors, brothers and sisters. It's very important. Please hear the words of Yah as I read it, brothers and sisters, to you, and that we all may humble down to Yah and carry out the plans of Yah, because you're going to see, and you should know, in Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6, Yah said the government rests upon the shoulder of this child that will be born among us. Yes, we are the ones. We are Yah chosen people that bring forth the Messiah and the priesthood of Yah and the family of Yah. We are it, brothers and sisters. We need to look no further from heaven to earth or beneath the earth. We are the ones that is held captives at this time in need of deliverance. So let's get into it. That was my opening statement to bring us closer to it. So what we're looking at right now, we're going to 1 Chronicles chapter 17. It's a very important message that was given there. Nathan, we're going to start off with verse 15 of chapter 17. Nathan was a prophet. It says, so Nathan told King Dawid everything Yah had said. They got the word Lord, but I'm not going to get into that, but it's Yah our Bara Creator, has said. So keep that in mind. We're going to go with that. In your time, read the rest. I'm going to go to the very important statements that will bridge the gap, will close the gap. That we may all know the words of Yah and the word that Moshe said. So we can't lean on, please, brothers and sisters, at this time, lean not on your own understanding and say, this is what I think, and this is what I feel. Y'all don't care about that. We must obey the words of Yah that is given. And accept the words of Yah. Let's accept at this time, please, as I read it, the word that Yah told King Dawid through Nathan, the prophet. It's right here. In verse 27, Nathan was talking and was telling King Dawid everything. Now, King Dawid started to know what Yah says. He said, now I accept your promise. He's talking about Yah. See, Yah, he's talking about himself and his children will always rule this nation. You see that? He said always. So let me get into this other translation real quick. I'm not going to use this translation, but I want to use it and see how they have it. This translation, in particular, they called on Strong. So I'm going to go to that and cover that real quick as I can. Give me a moment, because they had this book arranged a little different, so I have to locate it. So I'm going to add this from this translation. Once I get there, give me a moment. I want to find first Corinthians, as they had this particular translate written a little different. So I had to go in and locate. 1 Corinthians, almost there. Give me a moment, brothers and sisters. Chapter 17. In verse 23. Right here. So right here, 17 verse 23. It reads right here. And now, O Yah, the word which you have spoken concerning your servant and concerning his house. See? It's talking about his family. Let it stand fast forever and do as you have said. So y'all promised, he was promising. Let me go back to the page I had it set on. Y'all promised King Dawid that his seed will always remain on the throne after him as king to rule over his people. So keep that in mind right there as we read that right here. I'm going to go back to this translation we call the Living Bible. See, and now I accept your promise that was given to him by the prophet Nathaniel. See right here it said, promise Yah that I and my children will always rule this nation. See, his people, the 12 tribes. And may this bring eternal honor to your name, as everyone realize that you always do what you say. And they will exclaim, Yah of heaven is indeed the Bara, the creator of Yasha'el Yah. See, these are the things we're going to announce. And Yasha'el Yah, because they say Israel, shall always be ruled by my children. You see that? And their posterity, see, the offspring after them. From the line of Dawid. These are the words of Dawid. Please get this. Always, through the punishment that you can find in 89, y'all said this covenant with Dawid is forever. Even if they sin, I'm going to punish them and bring them back. And that's also what, and you can see in Hosea that I'm going to go to reiterate that statement. That for a long time they're going to be without a king because of the punishment. We are in the punishment stage right now. A long time, the nation of Yah and Yasha'el Yah been without a king. But Yah said from David's seed, and Yah reconfirmed that. He accepted what Yah told him through the prophet. On their food, after you hear this, will say something otherwise, and you one other scripture that you didn't tie all of it in together. Because also from the statement of Dawid, it said, he stated, he's an eye in the children. So if he get resurrected, he gonna still be king, but his children still gonna rule as king as well. That's what he just said here, brothers and sisters. Let's get it. For all this seed, right here, he said, and y'all should always, see, it always sometime or after the punishment, it won't be always from the punishment, through the punishment, after the punishment, always is always, continuously, permanent. See, he said, and y'all should always be ruled by my children and their posterity. So a lot of people, I know you brothers, you don't, because I hear you. I'm not trying to get up, but this being honest, you said out your mouth, I said it before out of ignorance. We don't need no man to rule us. I can't trust no one. But without Yah servant, without the child of Yah from the seed of Dawid, we have no order. Anybody else cannot rule the people of Yah. Only that one is chosen. And I'm here to show you. These are things you got to know. That's why we have no order in our nation. We got so many people out here teaching and talking and quoting while our nation is dying by the European enemy. And nobody can come together because you don't know the orders of Yah. Because so many people lying. You got one group over there saying it's King Dawid going to be king. Another group saying not King Dawid, it's going to be his seed. When all the time, before King Dawid be reborn again. Or resurrected again. Not reborn again, but resurrected again. His seed going to take charge. And even when he be resurrected, his seed going to remain in charge. Let's read this statement again. These Dawid statement. Let me go right here. It's and now I accept your promise, Yah. I and my children will always rule this nation. See, he said him and his children. So regardless of who of his children, he as well gonna rule as king, as honored king. These are things you always got to remember, brother and sister. This is the order of Yah. I'm showing you it was given through the prophet. You're going to be a rebel. I'm telling you now, brothers and sisters. When you speak against the words of Yah that I'm giving you today, when you see this video, you're going to be a rebel of Yah, and you going to be eradicated from the kingdom of Yah. Because each and every one of you got to go before the king of Yah. Because all as well, the new order of Yah is that next Messiah going to be high priest as well, that is charged to accept your offerings for your sins, to be forgiven. But if you reject him, or you reject Yah, and your sins will never be forgiven, brothers and sisters. How can you look the one in the eye that you reject and be forgiven? These are things you got to contemplate on as I continue to read, brothers and sisters. It said, I and my children will always rule this nation. And may this bring eternal honor to your name as everyone realize that you always do what you say. They will exclaim, Yah of heaven is indeed the Bara of Yashael Yah. And Yashael Yah, which means upright strength with Yah, should always be ruled by my children. You see that? And their posterity. And now I have the courage to pray to you. For you have revealed this to me. See? It had to be revealed to him through the prophet. And now I am here as the offspring of Dawid, revealing this to you. To establish this with you so we can reestablish the kingdom of Yah in the proper order. These are things you got to get and receive and accept from the words of Yah. So right here, brothers and sisters, he said, for you have revealed this to me, see, from the prophet Nathaniel. He said, Barah himself has promised this great, he got good thing to me. See, may his blessing rest upon my children forever. You see that? For when you grant a blessing, Yah, it is eternal blessing. You see that? It's eternal. Now we learned this. It was revealed to him. He didn't know this. Not until Yah sent Nathan. Out of all the people that was at that time, sent Nathan to him to reveal this to him. It don't come by everybody. All the time. Not until it be given to everybody. Then everybody can speak on this issue. And I'm here to bring this to you, brothers and sisters. So let's continue. So now it's been established as those who believe the words of Yah. Wherever you may see in the scripture, Dawid, his children, both is king of the nation and will rule over the nation. Brothers and sisters. Of the 12 tribes forever. So keep that in mind, brothers and sisters. Hosea chapter 3, at this time, brothers and sisters, we're going through the prophets. The prophets of old. The ones that call themselves prophets today are liars, brothers and sisters. They have no prophetic vision of Yah. They reject the words of Yah that was already given, brothers and sisters, before our punishment came upon our nation. That never been fulfilled in its fullness yet. Hosea, give me a moment. I'm going to get there, brothers and sisters. Okay, my paper, I'm kind of reading. Hosea is very important. This is a very important prophecy as well, brothers and sisters. So let's get it. See, Yah told Hosea to marry this woman that was a prostitute, then came back to him. And then he had to put her away for a period of time. He said, this illustrates. So let's get into verse 4. Chapter 3, verse 4 of Hosea, the prophet, say, this illustrates the fact that Yashael, see right here, will be a long time without a king or a prince. And without an altar, temple, priest, or even idol. It's afterwards, they will return to Yah, return to Yah and seeking him, their Barah, their creator, and to the Messiah, see. You got to notice, some translators say King Dawid, but this particular translation say the Messiah, their king. And they shall come trembling, see. It says you come trembling when you return to the Messiah, you will come trembling, submissive to Yah and to his blessings in the end time. The end time refers to end time of our captivity. You got to understand the time frame. And Yah give you a sign to let you know you're in the time frame when this child is given, is born, and begin to speak and to reveal the things of Yah to you, the plans of Yah. It's time. It's time to be set free. See, it's a time. That's why I say it's a time to wait, a time to do, a time to go. It's a time to work. It's a time to reveal the knowledge, the wisdom of Yah to you, that you may see and walk in there, brothers and sisters. So right there it said, afterwards, you will return to Yah, your Barah, and to the Messiah, their king. See, sometimes they say seek. See, you return it to. Because you return to, as I'm going to go to Micah. Micah chapter 2, at this time, to Yah and to the Messiah to be delivered. See, you return it to Yah. You return it to the knowledge of Yah. And to the Messiah, you will hear him speak the knowledge of Yah to set you free. Remember, the script, one another script to tell you, the Messiah is coming with the message to free you, the message of freedom, the message of peace. Because right now, we don't have peace. There's no peace with our enemy. Y'all said no peace until we get home. And you got to know how we're going to get this peace, this rest in our land. from the ones that possess our land today, the sons of Greek. So these things right here, we all got to learn. We all got to humble down to the words of Yah, brothers and sisters. Give me a moment. I want to I'm going to Micah. Right here. Let me get this right here. My page all wrinkled up. Right, Micah is very important. It's another very important prophet book that shows the gathering of Yah people. It's all through the prophets of the gathering. There's going to come the time we're going to be gathered for the last time to return home. For freedom. This is freedom speech I'm giving you, brothers and sisters. Right here. So right here in Micah chapter 2, verse 12, right here, it reads, the time will come. See, it's talking about time period. So we got to know the time we in. I'm revealing it to you now. Will come, O Yashael Yah, when I will gather you all that are left. See, all that are left from the 2/3 that died off. And bring you together again like sheep. See, like sheep. In a fold, see. Like a flock in a pasture. A noisy crowd. See right here, say right here. See, in verse 13, a lot of translations start off different, but this translation say the Messiah, A. They got A. It'll say, he who opened the breach. See, the breach maker. The breaker, depending on what translation you have, is referring to the Messiah, brothers. So you got to know who Yah is sending. So Yah said, let's go back up real quick. When Yah say, remember he sent Moshe. He said, I'm going to deliver them, and he sent Moshe to do his work. Yah don't change that. When Yah say he going to deliver you, he got a method, a plan how he going to deliver you. That's why all the scriptures of the prophets talk about the Messiah in one way or another way. Because the Messiah is very significant to the plans of Yah. He is the leader of Yah on earth for his people. Because remember, our people asked, Yah was dealing with at the time judges, shepherds over our people. Our people wanted a king, so Yah gave them what they asked for, and then he never revoked that. From Shaul to King Dawid, and it never left King Dawid offspring. Not to this day. It's still carried out that way forever. But Yah is the overall king. So we got to always remember that, brother. So, but Yah established this with our nation forever as a permanent ordinance, Torah of the law. So right here it say, the time is come, O Yahshua, when I, see, he said, I will gather you, all that are left, and bring you together again like sheep in the fold, like a flock in the pasture, a noisy crowd, talking about us, the Messiah. See, so he pinpointing the one, the leader. If you're not the Messiah, step back, brothers and sisters. Or you will die as rebels. Because you are the ones that hinder the works of Yah. You don't come in unity with Yah and point the people to the Messiah of Yah that is born among you, brothers and sisters, that will overshadow everyone in knowledge. You see that now. And you're beginning to see that, brothers and sisters. So right here, it say the Messiah will lead you out of exile. See, showing you, Yah foretold us way back then, thousands of years ago. We'll be in exile, but the Messiah going to be there with you in exile. Not from heaven, but in exile. So let's get it right here. See right here, it say, and lead you out of exile, and bring you through the gates of the cities of captivity, back to your own land. See, that's his responsibility. Your king will go before you. Yah leads on. See, as Yah guides the way. We got to go through the wilderness. You got to know that too. To remove the rebels. Because we're going to always have those who reject Yah. Always trying to fight and alter the plans of Yah among us. But that's not going to stop the work of Yah. They're going to be destroyed on that day. So Yah got to point a time for them. So to establish this even greater, and what is repeated again about this gathering, what Yah said, and the Messiah, let's go to Yah. We're going to Yah at this time, Yah chapter 23, and start off with verse 3. So we're establishing many things here. How Yah, who is the king, how y'all gonna gather us? When he said he gonna do this, then he sent his Messiah to do the work. So right here, establish again in your mind, Jeremiah, they call Jeremiah, chapter 23, we're gonna start off with verse 3. Almost identical to the beginning of Micah, chapter 2, verse 12. See, he said, I will gather together the remnant, see, of my flock. See, talking about the people from wherever I have sent them. And bring them back into their own fold. See, again, see, among their own family, nation. And they shall be fruitful and increase. And so, and I will appoint responsible shepherds, see, he says shepherds, to care for them. And they shall not need to be afraid again. All of them shall be accounted for. Continue. Don't be a fool. See, right here, brother, out of all you gonna put shepherds. Yes, shepherds under the Messiah. That is one. So keep that in mind, because then he go right on to, let's read the next verse. Because he gonna put the shepherds, and who have authority over these shepherds is the Messiah who gonna do the pointing by the will of Yah. Plans, see? That's why he said the government in Isaiah 9:6 rests upon the shoulders of the Messiah to carry out and to fill all the offices of our nation, brothers and sisters, under the plans of Yah. So let's get it. See, because you got to be responsible. All got to be in one accord with the plans of Yah. It's not anybody. A shepherd cannot speak something different from the Messiah of Yah. That's why the Messiah got to put each and every one to establish the government of Yah in the righteousness and truth, brothers and sisters. Right here, it says, and I will appoint responsible shepherds to care for them, see? And they shall not need to be afraid again. All of them shall be accounted for continuously. See that? It says, see how it goes in, for the time is coming, says Yah, when I will place a righteous branch. See that? For the see that? Let's get ready to it. A righteous branch upon King Dawid's throne. See? He shall be a king who shall rule with wisdom. See, the wisdom of Yah and righteousness. They got justice, but it's righteousness. And cause righteousness. See, cause and righteousness is the Torah, the ways of Yah, to be spread all over the earth once we get back home and reestablish. So let's get it. See, righteousness to prevail everywhere throughout the earth. And this is his name. See how they got it italicized, the Lord our righteousness, because they know that's not the name. At that time, Yah will be saved. See, in Yahshua, you should live in peace. So, to look at that, we see how they got italicized. The Lord, this translation is called the Strong Shoulder a little better. Right here, 23 verse, let me get it. Right here. Start off 6. In his days, see, in his days, in the days of the Messiah. See, different translations phrase it different ways. So don't get locked on one translation. We don't have the original. So we got to put all these different phrases together and use the common sense of Yah. See, in the days, in the lifetime of the Messiah that is born in time, Yah revealed his name. That the government rests upon his shoulder and that you follow. Right here. See, it said, in his days, Yah, talking about the nation of Yah, shall be saved. See? And Yahshua Yah dwell safely, talking about the 12 tribes all together. When we return and when we get back home, you're going to be saved. You can find that in, I'm not going to go there, but Zechariah, I might go there. Zechariah, just to show you, Zechariah chapter 9. Right here, it said, in his days, Yah should be saved. And Yahshua dwell safely. And this is his, see, a lot of people say, it don't say name. What does it say right here? His name. Oh, excuse me. And this is his, not everyone. This is his name, whereby he shall be called. See, Yah, our righteousness. See, that's written in the phrase of English. But when you look at this phrase in Abdu, how we would say it, Yazidek, see, like that. So these are the things you got to keep in mind, brothers and sisters. I want to show you one more thing, since I mentioned how we're going to be saved in this day. I'm going to show you how we're going to be saved. These are the things you got to take heart. How we will be saved. Chapter 9, it talks about, it brings this point up again. An entry time when the Messiah going to say, rejoice, O great, O my people. Shout with joy, for look, your king is coming. He is a righteous one, and the victor. See, the one have victory. Yet he is loaded riding on a donkey cart. I will disarm all the people of the earth. He's talking about time, including my people of Yashael Yah. Why he say he's going to disarm us? We got to bear weapons of war again. How we going to get the land? We got to take it. I'm going to show you. See, so a time comes, he's going to disarm the people of the earth. He's going to disarm our people as well. So we got to bear arms again. That show you that right there. These are things you got to know. What we got to carry out. A lot of people don't know. They reject the words of Yah. So let's get it right here. Verse 14. Yah shall lead his people as they fight. See, his arrow shall fly like lightning. Read verse 13 as well. And Yah Barah shall sound the trumpet call. See? And go out against his enemies. See, sure we got enemies, brothers and sisters. Yah have enemies. Like a whirlwind off the desert from the south. He will defend his people, see? And they will subdue. See, saying he going to defend his people, but we will subdue their. He said, y'all saying, and they, see, they are we, followed by the Messiah, will subdue their enemies. From the orders of the Messiah, will subdue the enemies, treading them beneath their feet. They will taste victory. See, we'll taste victory and shout with triumph. And they will slaughter their foes, leaving horrible carnage everywhere. Then Yah Deborah will save his people in that day. You get the brother, sister. In that day, see, in a lifetime of the Messiah, you're going to be saving. That's how. These are the things you got to know. And things I'll bear a record of according to the words of Yah that is written, brothers and sisters. It was written out. History was always written out for us. The enemy tried to keep us from this knowledge, but Yah made it that it could be passed down even in their language, in our captive language, that we could read it. See, the scriptures, when you read it in the right context, is not a book that keeps us captive. See, only those who read it that is false, that is our enemy, read it to us, will keep us in captive. But when Yah opened the eyes of his people, it will free you. And how it will free you, brothers and sisters. So this is what you got to know. This is what you got to take to heart. I'm showing you who you gathered to. So right here, the Messiah. So right here, to lead you on all the quests of Yah, to be free and be saved. That's how we're going to be saved. In Isaiah chapter 11, verse 12, 14. So let me read, I'm going to start on in my ending closing, Isaiah chapter 11, verse 10. Right here. And Isaiah, it said, read, it said, in that day, see how I was saying, in that day he who created the royal dynasty of Dawid will be a banner of salvation to the world. See, a sign of salvation to the world. They got right here in this particular translation. They got B. They got, cry out, put out the Messiah, see. He going to be a sign of Yah's salvation. He will be a sign of salvation to all the world, see. From the sea line of Dawid. The nation will rally to him, see, in time, and eventually, for the land where he lives will be a glorious place. At that time, Yah will see it. At that time, at the time of the Messiah, as a sign of salvation, of Yah's salvation to his people, eventually to the nation as well. At that time, Yah will bring back a remnant of his people for the second time, returning them to the land of Yashael from Assyria, up in Lower Egypt, Ethiopia, Elam, Babylon, Ham, and Math, and all the distant coastal lands. He will raise a flag. See, he will raise a flag among the nations for them to rally to. He will gather the scattered Yashael from the ends of the earth. Who will understand that and know that? Unless you know all of these scriptures of Yah. That Yah say he's going to send his Messiah and break you out of captivity. of the gates of the cities that you are captives in, and lead you back home to Yah. So you got to put it all together, brothers and sisters. It's here a little, there a little, line upon line, that you will be able to come to the knowledge of Yah. See, only if you got a righteous teacher of Yah that have knowledge of Yah. So these are the things you got to know. See right here, let me read you a little bit more. It said, then, see right here, it said, he will gather the scattered Yah from the ends of the earth. So you're going to take this in the time period to come together. So to carry out the function to get our land back. See, it said, then at last, the jealousy between Yah and Yada will end. And they will not fight each other anymore. See, until the time we both got thrown out of the land, the two nations, the southern and northern nation, was at each other's neck. The northern nation when it always dethroned the kings, the seat from seat. They want to alter y'all plans to dethrone. You used to read that in Isaiah chapter 7. They always wanted to remove the seed of Dawid from the throne and replace them with their own king. So y'all got rid of the northern nation first by the Assyrians. Then the seed line of Dawid started to sin as well, and y'all removed them by the Greeks, brothers and sisters. Eventually, the Romans came in and burned down the temple 87 according to what is written. And while we are scattered and throughout the earth now by many different nations, brothers and sisters. And now y'all is calling us to return back. But you got to know how you got to return back. And by whom? By the seed of Dawid. And when King Dawid get resurrected, may the peace be upon him, when he come, and with a will, the Son will be there for him. He will be king as well, along with King Dawid's seed, who recaptured the land. Y'all see that? These are things you got to know. These are things you don't know, because the message not going out until now, brothers and sisters. The true plans of Yah. The true knowledge of Yah. So right here, let me close out. See right here, it say, then at last, the jealousy between Yah and Yada will end. They will not fight each other anymore. Together, they will fly against the nation possessing their land. I'm going to end it off with that, so you contemplate on that. Brother, may the peace of Yah come upon you and learn to obey him. With that, I say, Toda Yah.